Hey guys, I am at Texas Frightmare weekend in Dallas, Texas, Big D. There's a line of people around the building waiting to get in. It's a Friday night, it's gonna be a fun show. There's famous actors here, there's a great vendor's room. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look for vintage horror stuff. Maybe video games, we'll see. Let's go in and check it out. It sounds like people are cheering, they're letting people in. Let's go inside and take a look at that vendor's room and whatever else we can find.
You got the best! The hottest con in the world! Texas Frightmare weekend is open!
Hey guys, in line I ran into Mike, the owner of Electric Starship Arcade, one of the most awesome arcades in Texas. Mike, what are you doing here? What's your favorite horror movie?
The Thing. That's my favorite.
1984.
Yes, you got it.
And a remake of?
Thing from Another World.
From 19...
Oh God, you got me on that one.
Is it 54?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well there you go.
He knows
Yeah, I knew it was early 50s. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Drive for horror movies for me.
all right, Mike. Yeah, great seeing you. See you inside.
All right, we'll see.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, the line was totally insane, but luckily I could just breeze by with my press pass. Feel very fortunate. It's a ginormous show, but I'll try to give you guys the feel of what it's like to be here and highlight the coolest items. So let's get to it. Guys, there is everything at this show, from t-shirts to action figures to DVDs and Blu-rays and even books. Got some really cool classic paperbacks here. You guys know I love to collect me some old school paperbacks. I love the covers. And I even read a book from time to time, strangely enough. Yeah, that's still a thing. Vertical Limit, that's a tough one to find. $6, that's a good deal. For a book you don't see that often. A little Rocky action. Oh, we got a Dracula, awesome. That's a classic by Dalton Trumbo. Controversial in its day. Interesting. Some cool stuff here. They sell custom t-shirts at this booth, and I think it's great that they've got Siskel and Ebert. They definitely reviewed a lot of horror movies, so there you go. Looks like Pee Wee Herman, Hitchhiking in Texas, kind of a mashup there. That's hilarious. Cool stuff. Even Uncle Buck makes an appearance. Guys, if you wanted some heads, you definitely came to the right place. And you can get these at Boy Gob. A lot of you guys know I'm really into the hippie movement and rock and roll of the 60s. It's kind of a fascinating era for me. And I love Frankenstein, so love that poster. This Jaws jacket is just in time for the 50th anniversary. That's amazing. In this playitbyfear.com booth, we've got a nice selection of Blu-rays and DVDs. One of my favorite films of all time, Forbidden Planet. And a lot of you horror fans remember when they were watching it, the kids were watching it in the movie. And guys, we got some out-of-print stuff here, including Dawn of the Dead for $80. We got Evil Speak. Ooh, that looks cool. Never seen that one. Love Death Race 2000, $100 for that one. Yeah, we definitely got some out-of-print stuff here. And check these out back here, guys. Got some 4K stuff that's out of print. Lost Boys. Love the Lost Boys. Event Horizon, I saw that in the theater back in the day. I liked it better on DVD later. I don't know, it just didn't hit me right the first time. $150 for Halloween. Great stuff. They've got these ridiculously cool bags as well, including Bride of Frankenstein, my favorite all-time monster, followed by Frankenstein Monsters, my second favorite. There's a lot of VHS out here, including stuff that you just never see anywhere else. Some super obscure and cult classics. With streaming services these days, you can see some of this stuff on some of the even free services like Crackle and things like that, but it's really cool to see physical media for these really obscure movies. Oh, I love this, Not of This Earth, one of Tracy Lord's first sort of mainstream movies, and this is a remake of an old Beverly Garland film. It's a lot of fun. Guys, here at the Dark Sky Films booth, they've got some amazing deals. They've got some great 4K Blu-rays, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, brand new, limited edition steelbook for $10. I'm definitely gonna grab one of those. Freaking cool. Yeah, all these Blu-rays are just $10. Remember Faces of Death? The old VHS tapes were worth a lot of money back in the day, and now you can get them on Blu-ray. A couple of tubs of DVDs, 2 for $5, and there's some really interesting titles here, including one that really caught my eye. Frankenstein Meets the Space Monster. It's pretty infamous for being a film that's so bad it's good. Lots of cult classics here and really obscure stuff. Somebody's gonna have a field day with these tubs at 2 for $5. That's amazing. These dioramas are amazing. Check out Jaws. My son will have to take a look at that. And I like me some Bride and Frankenstein there, as I mentioned before. These are incredibly cool. Check out Vincent Price and his library. Guys, this is hilarious. I remember sneaking into this movie with some friends back in the day, and it was a sold-out theater, but there were 2 seats, or 3 or 4 seats on the very front row that we had to sit in, and we were craning our necks up at the screen, and it wasn't nearly as lascivious or sexy or prurient or whatever word you want to use. We were hoping for a little more skin, but it was a so bad it's good kind of movie with Joan Collins. Hilarious to see it here. It is only May, but you can go ahead and shop for your Halloween costume at Scrappy Costumes. Got some great stuff here, including Art the Clown. I actually watched Terrifier 1 and 2 recently, and oh my gosh, those are the goriest movies I've probably ever seen, and I've seen a lot. BobTheArtist.com has these amazing 3D posters. Extremely cool. I love Carrie. That's one of my top 5 horror movies of all time. And of course, I love me some Alien. These look fantastic. And there's Bob himself. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of VHS here, but I had to point this one out in particular. Detroit Rock City, where the guys are on the way to go see a Kiss concert and a lot of things go wrong. Love that movie. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of the RCA Selectavision video disc, a really obscure format. It was cheap, but today, very collectible because they just look so freaking cool on display. And there's Carrie again, and the Beastmaster, and I want to show you guys Jaws 2. Actually a pretty good sequel. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle sometimes, forgotten about, because just the original Jaws is so great. But check out this King Kong. I love this. I had that movie poster when I was a kid. Love that movie with Jessica Lange. It's a massive booth with movie posters. I really like this Creature one. It's a reprint, but that just means it's affordable. Over here at www.reddeathstudios.com, they've got some t-shirts I've never seen before, such as Black Sabbath. Love this Boris Karloff anthology movie. As you guys know, the band Black Sabbath got their name from that film. Black Sunday with Barbara Steele, and Shockwaves, one of my favorite zombie films. Hey, it's my buddy Nosferatu. I went to your museum recently. Guys, at this really cool booth, not only do they have some amazing shirts, they've also got vinyl. And this one really caught my eye with the Flash Gordon and The Day the Earth Stood Still. Little bit of everything at Frightmare. And at the end of the video, if I pick up anything, I'll probably get I've seen a couple items that I really want. I will show you my pickups, and I will also, we'll try to get a glimpse of some celebrities that are here set up. Love that. Check it out, guys. That's where you can find this awesome stuff. Guys, I've got to point this one out real quick. Irwin Allen's The Swarm. Ryan loved this movie. My son, when he was a kid. The cast is amazing. Michael Caine, Catherine Ross, Richard Widmark, Richard Chamberlain, Olivia de Havilland, and on and on. Boy, only in the old days, pretty much, would you get a cast that vast for what's basically a B movie. Hey, it's Roseanne Arquette signing autographs. Pretty cool. She was in Pulp Fiction, After Hours, and I remember her from Desperately Seeking Susan for sure. Really cool. And of course, Pulp Fiction. Okay. Check it out. It's the Metaluna mutant from This Island Earth. Who are you gonna call? Oh man, I need one of these blankets for my game room wall. These are so freaking cool. Guys, it is incredibly cool to see Fangoria set up here. As some of you know, I wrote some articles for the magazine back in the day. I reviewed Tom Weaver's Keep Watching the Skies book. I interviewed Bentley Little, the horror novelist. Did some other articles for the magazine. And man, in the digital world, How do you guys survive?
Well, in the digital world, we're still keeping Fangoria in print.
Right.
And then, outside of that, we have our website, which covers news and retrospective articles. And then we have, for subscribers, we have a private community where we all just kind of hang out and talk about new horror movies, what we like, what we're looking forward to seeing, and also what's inside the magazine.
Well, there's nothing better than just chilling on the beach or your back porch or something, laying in bed and reading a physical publication. I love it.
For sure.
Well, guys, thanks for keeping print alive.
Thank you.
Got Adam Marcus here, who I know from Jason Goes to Hell. And over here we've got Kane Hodder from Friday the 13th movies and Jason Goes to Hell. Pretty cool to see these celebrities out here.
Hi.
Guys, the cosplay out here is completely off the charts. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Emily from Corpse Bride.
Very cool. Beautiful. It's a great costume.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you bet. Enjoy Texas Frightmare.
Thank you too.
All right, guys. These creatures, these creepy creatures, are from Dark Hour Haunted House in Plano, Texas. That is not too far from the National Video Game Museum. And I'm actually backing up a little bit here because they're starting to scare me. They will be open Friday the 13th, right? Let's check it out. Awesome. And we've got Griffin Dunn signing autographs. Guys, he was so great. And This Is Us. Yes, I do watch This Is Us. It was a great show, along with Parenthood. My softer side. But anyway, yeah, Amazon Women on the Moon, After Hours, American Werewolf in London, Dallas Buyers Club, My Girl. That's a great resume. I like all those movies. And guys, David Naughton from American Werewolf in London. Who remembers the old Dr. Pepper commercials where he's saying, I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, he's a pepper too, or something like that. Don't remember the lyrics exactly, but pretty cool to see him here. I know my wife would get a kick out of it. I think she had kind of a crush on him back in the day. Check it out, guys. Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator, and I believe he's in Bride of Reanimator as well. So cool to see him out here. I haven't seen those movies in a long time. Barbara Crampton, also from Reanimator, and she was great in Chopping Mall. That's a fun movie. Bill Duke was so cool and so tough in Predator and Commando. Legendary makeup artist Tom Savini. Kevin Dillon was famous for playing in Platoon, Entourage, and 1988 The Blob remake. But my favorite role is from The Doors, where he was John Densmore, the drummer. He did such a great job. I still remember him saying, I'm scared of my father, in the scene in the desert. Yeah, just a great movie. And he did no problem. He did a great job. There are several actors here from the Terrifier movies, and they've drawn a massive crowd. Those movies are extremely popular right now, and like I said, I watched the first two, and I'm not typically a big fan of gore, but those are a lot of fun. I grew up reading Dynamite magazine. These books are very hard to find. Really cool to see this one out here. It's a little ragged, but hey, these are super rare, and kids read the heck out of them. Rock and roll and horror go together like peanut butter and chocolate. You got Alice Cooper, Marilyn Manson, and Ozzy. Always cool seeing vintage toys at these shows. You guys remember the NES game that came with a little troll doll and you didn't know which one you were going to get, which color of hair? And we've got Kleber Lang here in Ash. $245 for this Master of the Universe figure. Set of 4 for $95 for Roger Rabbit. And the relatively new phenomenon of graded vintage non-sports cards. These are stickers in this case. Check it out, guys. Captain M, the Game Master. 20 bucks each. Really nice shape. Some more cool VHS, including sealed copy of The Wicker Man. This is the original with Christopher Lee. Great film, real eerie, great atmosphere. Hey, it's a video game, the first one I've seen. Here's a sealed copy of Resident Evil Afterlife for $8. Have to admit, I've never seen any of the Resident Evil movies. Let me know if there's any worth watching. I had to show you guys this poster. So for a lot of older Beatles fans, the 1964 Ed Sullivan appearance was the first time they saw the Beatles, where for a lot of Kiss fans, the 1975 Paul Lynde Halloween special was the first time they discovered Kiss, or at least saw them saw them, on TV, as opposed to just their albums or whatever. So cool. These blacklight posters are amazing. Criswell Predicts, Plan 9 from Outer Space. These are absolutely gorgeous. And they are from the world's best artist, Mitch O'Connell. So check them out. You Buc-ee's fans will get a kick out of this mashup. Hey, I'm wrapping up here at Texas Frightmare, and I'm running into my good friends Sierra and Ben. Awesome. So Sierra's going to actually show you what I bought at the show, and hopefully she's not going to go home with it. You got to give them back to me after this. So show me what I got, and tell me if you've seen any of these. So A Boy and His Dog, written by Harlan Ellison. It's based on his short story, and it has an interview with him. So I got that because I've seen this streaming before, but it's a really bad copy. So I got the Blu-ray for just $10. Oh, sorry about that.
I'm getting beat up today.
Now, what else did I get? I got Audrey Rose. Now, this is actually a Robert Wise film, who directed The Day the Earth Stood Still, a bunch of other movies. Have you seen Audrey Rose?
I have the book.
Highly recommended.
But I
Okay.
I've always wanted to see it.
Now, I know you've seen this movie, and
Yeah.
Ben too. You've seen this one.
Movie is life.
For $5, I got Sleepy Hollow. You guys know how much I like a bargain. So anyway, those are
Can't beat it.
guys. Those are my pickups, and I'm signing off from Texas Frightmare here in Dallas, Texas. Technically Irving, and Sierra's running away. Now, what are you guys doing here? What is your highlight of this show? What do you got planned?
We're gonna meet Lauren Rivera and David Howard Thornton in his Art the Clown
Terrifying.
outfit.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're meeting her tonight,
Yeah.
and then Art the Clown tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I saw Terrifier 1 and 2, and they were so disgusting. Those are some of the goriest movies I've ever seen, but yes, I'm weak, but they were a lot of fun. I did stick with them. They're a lot of fun.
Good, that's
I am
good.
going to watch the third
Proud
one.
of you.
All
Yeah,
right.
You got this.
All right, guys, we're signing off from Texas Frightmare.
Bye.
Later.